See, today should be a smooth day for YG. As many of you guys know, he has a versus today with Game, probably the biggest legend from the West Coast. A lot of you guys might say Tupac. No. Us in the East Coast still claim him. The man's from Harlem. Us in the East Coast still claim him. He lived the majority of his life in the East Coast, New York, Baltimore. We don't gotta go into that. But when I think of one of the greatest LA rappers, y'all can hate on the man, but Game is one of those. And I do like YG. I remember the early come up during the Just Read Up 1, Just Read Up 2, 400. That was a legendary mixtape in high school. Biatch, you broke. Shut up, don't talk to me. Get your bread up, and we used to, but I got fed up, we eating. All my niggas bread up, bitch, you broke. Shut up. Like, that era of YG, classic. That era of YG, classic. When he was wearing the flannels, the jorts, and the Dickie shorts with like Chucks and the high socks, classic. Then when my man started wearing the suits with the tuxedo sneakers and stuff, and the mariachi outfits, and Maria. I don't know what happened. Him and Mustard gotta make up. I don't know what happened. But RIP Drakeo the Ruler, this is why we really here to talk today. You guys already know there's been enough conversations on the internet with the connection of Drakeo the Ruler and YG. It goes back. This isn't a video where we're gonna do a deep dive into what happened, but you guys, I'm sure by now have seen the night that Drakeo the Ruler lost his life, we seen people wearing YG merch. The 400 t-shirts were there when the infamous brawl happened where Drakeo the Ruler lost his life backstage. Also,
hey, what street? Where y'all at? Street y'all right there, maybe in the car is different. No la da. I'm about to call it the cars right now. My boy, we found up, we got the biscuit up. We got Drake in here. Baby, what's going on, brother? Hey, what the hell? Good? Hell yeah. We'll load up though, we just double up on there or something.
All of you guys?
Yeah, all of us. Yeah, we all stay right here. We're not going to the plug right now?
Yeah,
What's going on? Yeah. We don't get slapped. Yeah. Whole lot of years.
What's on the face right now?
What? Just trying to switch us.
What are these niggas doing? What they
Also, there's a man called Flacco in these streets. If you guys never watched his video, go check out his video. But he started a crazy beef with Munchie B.
Big ass, bald, security guard snuck in, knives, all type of weird.
The person he's saying snuck the knives in that was used to kill Drakeo is a man by the name of Big Gloves, as you see right here. He's YG security guard. Anywhere you see YG, you see him. This was strategically and methodically planned, because as soon as Drakeo walked in at 8:30, and by 8:32, it already sparked off. He was reluctant to go, because when you look at the flyer for the festival, YG was also set to perform. YG told Adam22 that he's not doing no rap beef with Drakeo, right? Him and his dudes beef for real. And if it's beef, which it was with YG and Drakeo, him and his dudes is gonna come and get you. Draco understood that was a threat towards him, and that YG was publicly stating that they're gonna come and get Draco. Somebody going to jail. Let me put this in a language that Munchie B and some of his homies may understand, okay? Whoop, whoop, suit, whoop, whoopity, whoop, 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 wop, whoop, whoop, wop, whoopity, whoop, 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 boo, wop, boo, 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 blood.
Enforcement reached out to a blogger who has been covering this case extensively and told him that basically they identified his address being shared on a wiretap by associates that are suspected of having taken Draco's life. So, you know, notably, just on Tuesday, I got into a big argument about, you know, will dudes in the streets hurt somebody who's a journalist? This was in the conversation about Traplo Ross and if he was basically going to be in danger if he goes to Ann Hefe's courtroom, even though he is technically legally allowed to do so. That conversation, I basically said that at this point, nobody really thinks that gang members are going to do anything to members of the media. This at least is some evidence that that might not always be true, because as much as it was an old address, it was an address that was not technically in use right now, but apparently it was serious enough that the cops reached out to this blogger and said, hey, there is at least some attempt to figure out where you lay your head at night. So that's pretty big news. That's pretty interesting. That really makes me not want to share anything that hasn't been like aired out publicly. But in addition to that, what does that tell you? It tells you that everybody who's on the wrong side of this whole thing is potentially, and I'm not saying 100%, but potentially having their phones wiretapped. Nobody should be having conversations like it's all good on their actual phones. But that some law enforcement reached out to
Munchie B is a very important name when we're talking about somebody like Drakeo the Ruler and this whole beef with Inglewood. Because you guys remember he dropped a track called Ingle Weird, which a lot of people don't bring it up when they talk about greatest diss tracks, but that shit was crazy. I was scared from the East Coast when I saw it and heard it. I just put 500 on a blind nigga, he ain't even see it coming. Oh my God. That's one of the most disrespectful lines ever. It's one of the most disrespectful lines ever. So simple, but yet so disrespectful. And yes, Munchie B was the blind man that they were speaking about. And Drakeo the Ruler never held back his dislike for that neighborhood of Inglewood. From when Capone went and whacked out Nipsey Hussle's mural, and he went on the internet like, I've been telling y'all to stop linking up with them. But now, you know, now that they dissing Nipsey and going over the mural, now y'all listening to me?
These are the that don't like me, bro. These are the people that don't like me. These are the type of people that they are. Oh, you just over exaggerating. All right, now you see the same. I've been telling these was hoes. I've been telling, bro. Now you wanna wait for it now? Wanna wait till cross Nipsey face out and do all this on the wall? That these hoes. I've been saying this from the jump. Wow. Yeah, right. Yeah. Bet all y'all dumbass look stupid as a mother. Now these y'all wanted to group up and click up with it and all that and to go against me.
We even had YG go to No Jumper and be like, yo, all these rappers are with all that beef and all that rap beef. I'm not with rap beef. If I beef with a rapper, it's serious.
Rap this and shit, cause like, if it's smoke, it's really smoke with us. We ain't playing, you know? So, like, I'm gonna tell the homies the same shit. Like, bro, I done told D3 that, like, we ain't doing none of that weird shit for nothing, for the rap. No, we not on none of that, nigga. We trying to make hits. We gonna move around, nigga, get rich, nigga, and have fun, nigga. All that rap beef and all that shit, we not rap beefing, we really beefing. The homies gonna get you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, we ain't even trying to do that. We chilling. We not on that. So, you know what I'm saying? That's what I tell the homies. That's what I tell the homies that my niggas who I be with, that I hang with, you know what I'm saying? Niggas like D3, young niggas, like, bro, that's not cool. Like, we ain't doing none of that.
Right. It's kind of like a shortcut to like getting you a couple million views, you know? Because there's like
but
a
it ain't
certain...
even, it's not even like, bro, like, I mean, like the younger generation, you feel me? They doing that shit a lot, and it's like, it's like.
And again, I'm not trying to say Drakeo the Ruler was an angel. Drakeo the Ruler was a very funny person and very good at antagonizing. He even responded to that YG back on No Jumper during the classic A days where AD was there and all that. Drakeo the Ruler comes back. If you've never seen that interview, check it out. But during that interview, he says, yo, I saw that YG clip. I saw that shit. It don't matter. We don't believe him because he's not really doing anything in these streets.
Hey, if somebody that can't see said that they was gonna like slide on you, how would that happen? Like, you blind. I'm just wondering this, like, how are you gonna like do anything if you blind? You can't see. You can't even drive. Okay, nobody. Nobody important. It's crazy.
I don't know.
My bad. I know the truth.
Why y'all smiling at me? Don't look at me that way.
No, that's you, because you just like...
I was just saying everything was cool when the nigga said he was gonna beat me up, nigga. Oh, no, jumper now. We can't talk about it. We ain't gonna talk about nothing. That's cool.
I just don't... I feel like you're like making multiple references that are going off of my head.
What,
I would just like to state my ignorance.
I gotta do this because, like, you know, I don't want people to just be too tuned in because they start doing the police job. So we're just gonna speak in third, fourth person, fifth person, whatever.
Sometimes I feel like people are talking in innuendo on my podcast, and I'm kind of like not in the loop. Remember the YG interview?
Oh yeah, I don't know anything about that.
I didn't really like get that there were coded
that, though,
messages in there that you would feel a way about.
Nah, it wasn't no coded messages because people are not like that, so it don't even matter.
That's kind of like what he said.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
I didn't really take it that way
jail,
in the moment.
I've been in jail though.
Right.
I fought a murder.
I remember.
I've been back to jail. How many times have other people been in jail? My whole rap group was indicted. Oh, okay.
Free the stinks.
Yeah. So who's really like that? Oh, okay.
This nigga Adam. And he was the Stink Team is the one that kind of put me on that YG was a jerker. Pause back in the day and pause on that. But you guys remember the infamous, you was a jerk. Hold up, jerk. They said that YG was making jerking music. I knew YG as the Treetop Pyru, Big Blood. That's what I remember.
Whoa, niggas know who I hang with. Whoa, in this bitch gang thick. Real blood, I ain't never bang crib.
But when they started talking about that, I was like, yeah, tooted and booted. You can't really jerk to tooted and booted, but that's kind of just read up one era. So I can kind of see the transition from that to super blood. And again, we ain't from Los Angeles, nor do we live in Los Angeles. So I ain't the one to say who's a gangster and who's not. YG is someone that we have seen tied to police altercations before. He's been arrested in Burbank. I believe it was like a DUI. He's been stopped before, or a vehicle that he bought because it was connected to another crime, if you guys remember that, to now today.
Riddled this LA County Sheriff's Department patrol car, some from an assault rifle fired at the deputies inside, some from the deputies themselves returning fire.
One deputy was struck. It appears that it was a grazed wound to his right arm that continued on and grazed his shoulder.
The pursuit and shootout happened around 11:20 last night, starting in Compton, where the deputies tried to pull over a black Cadillac Escalade for reckless driving. That SUV registered to Keenan Jackson, best known as rapper YG. It's unknown if Jackson was in the SUV at the time, but whoever was opened fire. When a sheriff's helicopter joined the pursuit, it too was targeted.
The passenger in the Escalade produced a high-powered assault rifle, fired rounds at the helicopter. We believe at this time at least one round may have struck the rotor.
Surveillance cameras caught small parts of the pursuit. That Cadillac Escalade, investigators say, was armored with bullet-resistant windows. The gunman eventually dumped the SUV in Inglewood and took off on foot. One person was arrested, another escaped. A short time later, a grisly discovery along the pursuit route in Compton. The body of a man shot to death.
Today's supposed to be a big day for YG, like we said in the beginning, because of the verses, right? No. It started off hectic already. I thought the worst thing about today was him getting washed on stage by Game when that happens, but no, that wasn't even it. And again, we like YG. YG was my guy. If you guys hear a little bit of animosity in my voice, I've been kind of holding this hate since Juneteenth. I've been holding this in my heart since Juneteenth of like 2024.
Make some noise for my brother, YG 400. Well, since we here,
Cause seeing YG stand on that stage, I said, boy, you can't trust none of them. You can't trust a gang member. You cannot trust these dudes. Cause they gonna forget about friendships and all and the first platinum records they got when it comes to their soil.
In the game, it's your whole you. And man shot my nigga game, he just rolled through. Eating crab out in Malibu and no boo.
Legendary rap beef is for sure the most recent rap beef. You know what I'm saying? The Kendrick and Drake beef.
Real quick, as a follow-up, what was the reaction to Drake name-dropping you on Too Hard for the Radio?
Like, regular. Regular.
When was the last time you talked to Drake?
Damn, bro, you got a lot of Drake questions. You can say that shit for the Drake press conference. Y'all trying to go viral and shit with y'all questions, huh? I'm finna walk out this mother soon.
Jermaine Dyson with Complex Pop. You named the album.
Shout out to the boy. I don't give a how a nigga feel about it.
40, Obi. We just
Reset.
Love it or hate it, that day I noticed YG was a slime ball, but neither here nor there. There has been a lot of talk about the connection again between YG's camp and the death of Drakeo the Ruler at Once Upon a Time in LA. You guys remember Drakeo the Ruler was gonna perform there. YG was also on the bill. I think he was like one of the headliners. He had like one of the bigger names on the flyer as well. Even Wack 100 has talked to us before on how he told Drakeo the Ruler to show up on time and to show up with his camp. Drakeo took too long. Wack said he ended up leaving because he couldn't hold his camp any longer.
Interesting question. Why hasn't anyone been arrested for Drakeo's murder? Why do you think that is? No arrests.
Shit.
Happened in a public venue.
You gotta ask Munchie B. He always point out people that had something to do with it or was there. I think he the only one assisting them. Maybe he ain't a reliable, credible source.
Going on, Munchie.
Hey, the nigga Drakeo was all on Adam shit, right? Talking about this nigga and all that.
Man,
right?
Drakeo is dead, bro. What are we talking about? Don't make me disrespectful.
Hold on, homie.
Hey, bro, look. Hold on. Hey, you know Drakeo shit used to be on the table and ain't there no more, right? Hold on. You know Drakeo shit was on the table and ain't there no more, right?
Me doing.
Hold on. You do know I said Drakeo and his brother worked there on Friday. You know, on there every Tuesday, right? Take your dumb ass up, bro. You sound, hey, bro. Hey, Drakeo is dead, bro. Hey, bro. The nigga that killed Drakeo, I passed the bottle back and forth to him all the time. What are we talking about? Shut the up, bro. You sound dumb. Hey, bro.
Dumb.
Stop bringing up on. Stop talking about LA shit you don't know nothing about. Drakeo is gone.
Shit get hella weird. Y'all wanna take a dare? Start up in the neck. You wanna take a dare? Like I shed a tear. Stay tuned.
He's the only one I seen on the internet naming people that was there, and naming this and naming that. But I mean, it was on video. We all seen the video. It looks like it was a rumble. You know, I missed it by like 15 minutes. We was actually waiting on Drakeo to make sure he got in and out right. But shit, we waited on him an hour and something. You know, I had 100 tickets. I had 4 artists performing. I had Game, I had Blueface, Coyote, and True Car. So I told Nephew we was gonna wait up for him and make sure he got in and out of there right. But after holding Blue and holding Game and the team a whole hour, they was with it. And like, bro, we don't think he gonna show up, let's roll. I called his little brother and then was there early, about 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
And you know, they was good. By the time we got to the Sprinter and got to the freeway, we got the call, he was dead.
So you mean to tell me that if he wasn't late, there's a reasonable chance he would have lived?
Great, we was 100 deep.
Yeah.
We was 100 deep, and we had people with us, a large amount of people with us that knew people from whatever he was involved in. So I think between the politics and, you know, and it being, you know, the numbers, you know, I think the problem would have been diffused at that time.
Call YG. And I was like, YG, like, I'm not gonna be there. You better not let nothing happen to my nigga. And then he was telling me, he was like, I don't feel comfortable without you going and stuff. The next day, his girl calling me, telling me that he just died. I'm like, you lying, 6-0, you lying. I get a call from his mama, and his mama was like, my son died, he's gone. And really me up, but I never thought, because he was telling me, he was like, I didn't trust Ralphie. Ralphie's a bitch. So.
And we've even heard from Drakeo the Ruler's boys themselves that they were there that day at Once Upon a Time in LA, and they bumped into the 400s. They seen everybody seen them, and nothing happened. So that's why they thought the case was clear. You guys know what happened to Drakeo the Ruler that day when he showed up. Rest in peace, rest in peace.
I don't care, bro. Niggas always do some gay shit, nigga, for a real one, bro. I'm over this shit, bro. My mom, these niggas is gay, these niggas is hoes, bro. I was just letting the people on my live know, like, y'all always showed me love. Every time I went to the shows, y'all was cool. Y'all was like, nigga, come record. Come on, bro. It's weird because Draco actually tried to fuck with the Bloods at first when he first got out of jail. My nigga, this shit weird. Niggas is hating, bro. YG a real bitch, cuz. He knew Draco was gonna take his spot, cuz really a bitch. Nigga set the whole shit up, bro. This shit was a setup from the start, bro. Niggas should have been seen this whole setup shit that these fake ass whole ass niggas did. This shit got me hot, bro.
That's what I'm saying, man. That's why I texted you that earlier. I'm like, bro, please, just please. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? I already know how it go, bro.
I don't care, bro. Niggas always.
Cause I know this is gonna be an open case and stuff. Like y'all ain't feel no weird vibes when y'all went in. Like no, like.
Bro, I'm gonna be honest, fool. On 30 Crib, when we first came in, you know, we was there. Certain niggas was there early, so it was cool. Like it wasn't no tension. Like, but YG and them wasn't there because they performed later, fool. So you know what I'm saying? The nigga came in. As soon as he came, it went bad. Basically, like niggas know what they was doing, bro. It was a whole setup, nigga. We got nigga, bro. It was a setup, bro. My mama, the whole shit was a setup, nigga. And niggas seen me, it was like, what the fuck, like K7? Oh, I know what I'm saying, like sneak this, all weird shit, bro. When I was like by myself, only with two homies, bro. Like the ops seen me, like shook the homie hand and looked at me like, what the fuck is it? You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, weird shit. Niggas is hoes.
It wasn't no security, right? I heard.
Bro, niggas is hoes, bro.
Don't say too, cause I know this is gonna be an open.
I'm speaking facts, bro. YG a real life bitch, nigga. And all them niggas is bitches, bro. See, cuz I'ma slap the shit out that nigga. Niggas doing all this puff talking like they hard, bro. But nigga, we fighting big ass security. You got those security guards fighting, nigga. Like, come on, bro. That shit ain't cool, bro. On my mama, bro. Them niggas got the big ass ball security guards snuck in knives, all type of weird shit, nigga. Let them niggas come 70 thick, but only told us we only can bring 15 people, bro. That don't make no sense, bro. Y'all only told us we can bring 15 people, but let them niggas bring 100 motherfucking people, bro.
Man. Did you?
Bro, I'm so hot, bro. I don't give a fuck, bro. Niggas gonna slide, bro. YG can't perform in LA no more, bro. I don't give a fuck who feel about what or anything, nigga. I don't care. I'm speaking facts.
But Flacco, during his video when he was dressed like a blood, he was like, why y'all mad at me for blood? Like that whole video. Yo, he's a nut. Let me just say that he is a nut. But that video, he gives us the detective's information at the end and says they want to know more info. If anybody got anything, call them. He did a whole YouTube breakdown of who he said was the killer. We ain't repeating that shit on this channel. We not repeating that on this channel. I already feel nervous enough about me keep making jokes about Frosty the Slow Man stealing Pokemon cards. Like, I already feel crazy enough that I keep referring back to that. I don't want nothing more against Inglewood. I got no beef with them. SoFi Stadium right there. We always trying to go to concerts, brother.
All right, thank you. Good, of course, man. I hope you guys have a good day. All right, let's see.
What's the most money you got off the Pokemon cards, though?
We just giving them to the kids. We just giving them to the kids. We just not making no chalupa off nothing. We don't get no money but nothing off the rap, brother.
We is far from affiliated. When I go to the West Coast, I don't even wear baseball team hats. All 32 of them shits is banned from my closet when I'm out there. I try to respect every hood. But what we saw from TMZ today, YG was detained as police stopped him at 7 a.m. due to searching into the connection to Drakeo the Ruler's murder. Oh my God, that Rico is coming. I could, 400, we could smell it in the air. Oh my God, I got no information, but I'm just saying for how everything is looking, Flacco might know a bit more than me, but it's not looking too good for YG. We see a video today of YG detained by police at 7 a.m. in Los Angeles as he's getting ready for his verses today. Shout out to TMZ for supporting us with this article. YG detained as cops execute search warrant over Drakeo the Ruler murder, 9:18 a.m. Rapper YG had a run-in with cops Thursday morning during a SWAT response, but he was ultimately released, TMZ has learned. Law enforcement sources tell TMZ the SWAT team responded around 7 a.m. in Burbank, California. YG was detained during the police response before eventually letting him go. Sources tell TMZ CHP was the lead agency on the matter and Burbank SWAT assisted. We are told the cops were executing a search warrant for the investigation into Drakeo the Ruler's murder. The property is connected to YG, who had beef with the late rapper but has denied any involvement. CHP officials tell TMZ YG was not arrested, he was detained during the search warrant and released. The timing is especially wild. YG is scheduled to take the stage Thursday night against fellow Compton heavyweight, The Game, in their Compton Forever Versus battle. The hit-for-hit West Coast showdown is slated to begin at 6:30 p.m., meaning YG's morning included some unexpected FaceTime with Burbank's finest. This isn't YG's first police encounter in Burbank, as TMZ previously reported he was arrested there in October 2024 for a misdemeanor DUI after cops found him outside his car, which had gone over a curb. First came the cops, next up The Game. That's hilarious. You know, TMZ, all those media sources always got a witty joke that everybody's gonna find funny except the person involved in the situation. Also, how the hell did YG get this Lamborghini all the way up in the curb? Like, bro, this shit had to be cooked. Them cars are so low to the ground that it's like, how in the hell did it even get to that position? Pause. But from the outside looking in, this is terrible for YG. At a moment like this, when we're already seeing YouTube people trying to make the connection between you, the Drakeo the Ruler murders, we keep seeing the YG merch always going around, and there was people there with YG. They even connected a security guard that allegedly brought in things that might have been used during that brawl. We've seen him all over the internet. We've been seeing that man tied to YG. And again, like we said, YG was once tied to a car that was involved with another crime. I forgot exactly what the crime was, but I remember the car was under YG's name. This is just looking bad, because it just, every time I see that people get away, I'm like, oh my God, how do they just keep getting away with all this? I end up finding out that a RICO comes and they do 47 to life, or at least they're charged with it. And there's always a difference, like I tell you guys, with a state RICO and a federal RICO. The fact that YG just keeps getting a slap in the ass and they're like, oh, you good, bro, go back. Keep doing dumb shit, it's cool. It's like they just trying to wrap everything up, because in case you could beat one crime, guess what? They got 48 more waiting for you. And during these RICOs, if you're looked as the head of Inglewood, they can tie God only knows what to you.
Well, this was already going to be a big day for YG. The rapper was had a showdown tonight, still does, against The Game for Versus. That's what he woke up thinking his day was going to be about. And then he ended up detained by police here in Burbank, California, because these investigators are working on an almost 5-year-old murder case right now. And for some reason, they felt that there was reason to bring in YG for questioning. So he was detained this morning in Burbank. He was released eventually, but what they told him is that this has to do with the investigation of a rapper named Drakeo the Ruler, who was murdered in December of 2021 here in LA.
Yeah, he was murdered at a music festival. So what we were told from law enforcement that they were serving a search warrant on a property that is somehow connected to YG, which is why he was detained. And like you said, this has to do with that investigation. They never arrested anyone for his murder. It happened at, like you said, a music festival here in LA, which is kind of crazy. At the time, YG actually was another one of the headliners at that festival.
Right.
There's a lot of, they had different beef and stuff apparently, but he's obviously come out since and said that he had absolutely nothing to do with this.
We know the truth. Was that a song that you felt it was necessary and the timing was right now?
Yeah, no, for sure. Like, yeah, it was necessary for sure, and the timing was for sure right now, because it's like too many people was like, it's just too much going on, like, and I'm like street all the way, law, live by it, so it's like, it's certain things like you don't even speak on, you know what I'm saying? You don't talk, so that's what took me so long to just say anything, because like, nobody talking about that. Like, it don't even, there's certain things like you don't even talk about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you ain't involved in it or whatever, it's like, you don't even talk about that. So, but it's like, I'm only finna take so much, you know what I'm saying? People saying whatever, family tapping in, like, all this, and it's like, nah, bro, like, nah, I gotta say something.
Did you feel like that's the song where I'm going to address this once and everything is in there?
Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. And it was like, I'm finna say something, but it's the Gentleman's Club. I'm going to be very respectful,
Mm-hmm.
News is coming out. According to this title, it says rapper YG is going to go down for the murder of Drakeo the Ruler in a massive multi-set blood gang RICO. Now, that is so accusatory that I am basically giving it up to y'all to say this and these sources come from a few YouTubers I know, and I don't have any actual intel of my own, right? From what I know, Drakeo the Ruler, a rapper out of LA, was murdered at a festival after a fight where he was supposedly fatally stabbed. Police have investigated that stabbing for a while. It is thought that he was in a gang-related fight. When he was alive, Drakeo the Ruler did diss a bunch of people from some supposed, opposing or, gangs he didn't get along with. And it might be a safe assumption that this was completely gang-related, but we don't know. But I will say this, YG as a artist has been very quiet. And I would like to think maybe his music is just not hitting, but it's always very interesting to note that sometimes when there's a lot of things going on in the background, a artist will sometimes get out of Dodge or stop being as visible publicly. I think that happened with Polo G. There's a lot of times when artists are, and we don't know what they're dealing with, right? But when we see that their public visibility has dwindled to a certain extent, and maybe I just thought YG was a bigger artist than maybe he was, but absolutely, we haven't seen YG as much. Your Fruit Jams in the chat.
I mean, it don't matter because I ain't running or shying away from them because I ain't.
Okay. I'm gonna lay out the whole timeline. Then I'm gonna say what happened, and also what I'm about to say might be the reason why this podcast is cut short. Perhaps.
Yeah, we'll see.
Hopefully not. But okay, today at 11 a.m., 11:30. They're back, same dudes, plain clothes, driving like a regular truck or something, I guess. And they, again, approach Josh and for some reason offer more information. They say, we're looking for Munchie and Adam. And that we're looking for them because we want to have a conversation about an investigation that we're doing into the murder of Drakeo the Ruler, which was, I mean, I can only speak for myself, was mind-blowing to me. I'm perfectly happy telling everybody what my involvement with Drakeo was, which was like, over the years, we did 3 interviews, hangout, video shoots, you know, see him at parties here and there, whatever. Never ever did we ever talk about any like street stuff or beef stuff or whatever. I wasn't really like so immersed in having those conversations at that time.
They came at 11:30. We'd be doing the news normally at noon. They probably thought you was finna be there at like that time.
Oh yeah, shit. I ain't homeless. I don't live here.
And then that, well, yeah, you said, why didn't they just go to my house if they were trying to talk to me?
Right. So I saw.
Why is it the CHP? That's what I'm confused about.
I don't know. I had my lawyer hit them. No, they ain't return no email or no call. So
Oh, for real? Because I called the number on
the card
that they gave me, and he didn't pick up. But it said it was an office number, not a cell number. We were all kind of expecting the cops to just like pop out of the car when you pulled up and have a conversation with you. Apparently,
I was kind of like prepared for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're not worried about having that conversation or anything?
But to the I don't got no conversation for them because I don't know. Yeah, that's what lawyer. You talk to my lawyer.
That's what your approach would be?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what y'all want, bro. Like, shit. Ain't nothing to talk about.
Damn. Yeah, I was gonna hear him out. I just want to know what they fucking are talking about. And with the whole lawyer thing, it's like, damn, that's a lot of money for something where, like, if I felt like I had even a semblance of plausible criminal issues, I would get my lawyer involved. But being that I have zero to offer, I wasn't really worried about it. But
I don't got nothing to offer too. But you know, they get to creating narratives and they might, you know what I'm saying, they mind. They like delusional bitches. You know?
YG has a versus today. Let's see how that goes. I already thought YG was gonna lose. I ain't gonna lie to you. And YG does have hits. Is he gonna play the Drake song? Probably for I mean, he better if he even wants to even make an attempt on that stage to get a dub. But during this impossible battle for YG, is his performance gonna be a bit off now, just knowing that this is in the back of his head? Is Game gonna still diss YG like they do on stage? We obviously know they're all friends. This is part of the versus thing. But is he still gonna? Is anybody gonna talk about what happened today?
I said, oh, blood. No. Checking out, chest out, nigga. What's happening? What you doing? Huh? Blood said, hey, Fury. Come on, hey. I ain't gonna lie. We on versus Apple shit, complex shit, complex today, blood. Swizz and Timberland. I tell you one thing. And I know that nigga watching. I know you watching, nigga. I know you watching. I know that nigga Drake, man. He signed me, blood. I can't be controlled with a capital K, homie. Come here, blood. Come here. HD. Drink a little of that, homie. Drink a little of that. What? All right, I got the rest, homie. Hold on, Charisma.
Or is it now gonna be like, let's give YG his flowers while he's here today? And Game's gonna give a speech in the end when he wins about giving YG his flowers, because even Game knows for damn sure YG's cooked. Let's just see what happens during this versus today. But this is a nasty wake up for YG before this face-to-face battle with Game. What more will come from this? Oh Lord, let me tell you, we're gonna see something come from this very soon. The fact that they're already looking into this Drakeo the Ruler, and I keep hearing Flacco posting that detective's name and number and saying give a call. It's like he knows a bit more. And Munchie B, the way that he's so defensive against Flacco, and you guys saw there, backed him forward, no jumper arguments. They just argued a couple days ago. But even back in the day when he was like, oh, so you do. Okay, so you are saying that Inglewood family has something to do with the Drakeo the Ruler killing. This man might have been a cop in Liberia because he's good at questioning. He flipped it on me. I was like, oh shit, did he just indict himself? Like, what happened? Flacco used Jedi mind tricks during that conversation with Munchie B. Will Munchie B be indicted? What more will come from this? Sub up. Please let me know your thoughts down below. This is looking kind of scary if you're tied to YG or if you're YG himself. Sub up. We're on that road to 22,000 subscribers.